Thank you so much for attending my presentation about the dumbest strategy in Pokemon and how to beat it, and even though the title implies that there's only one, it's really a large archetype. This entire genre of strategy is built on the fundamental idea of attacking your own Pokemon, with the payoff coming in various different ways. The most obvious is the weakness policy. This item gives the holder a +2 boost to both attacking stats when hit by a super effective move. What makes this so strong is that it can be activated by your partner. For example, if I had a Rhyperior holding the weakness policy next to a Breloom, I could use a priority move like Mach Punch to proc the item and get a ton of buffs. This can be enhanced with an ability like Weak Armor, doubling your speed as well. There's really a lot of ways to make this work. These strategies, while appealing to new players, are almost never very strong. In a best of 3 set, it becomes extremely obvious and simple to take down. But that doesn't mean they've never seen success. There have been builds relying on these kinds of strategies which have done well at tournaments. As far as I know, the first of these is called Terracotta, defined by the namesake Terrakion and Whimsicott. The idea is simple. Whimsicott uses beat up into Terrakion, giving it a ton of boost due to its ability Justified, which increases its attack after being hit by a dark move. This lets Terrak throw off powerful close combats and spread rock slides, and after Tailwind goes up, it can be nearly impossible to stop. As soon as Sword and Shield dropped, the combination of Dragapult and Colossal became extremely dangerous. By using Surf, hitting not only your opponents but also the partner Colossal, you both get the weakness policy boosts and activate Steam Engine, maxing out the Furnace's speed. With the absurdly strong G-Max Volcalith, and can then dish out insane damage and threaten Okos against even opposing Dynamax targets. This was very common and was famously piloted by Wolfie to win at the Players' Cup 2 against over 1,000 competitors. Finally, we have Mouseape, and since I've talked about this one before, I'll keep it short. In essence, by using Beat Up into Annihilate, Rage Fist can become unstoppable, and with Follow Me support from Maushold, the Primate is very difficult to take down. And for every strong variant, there's a whole lot of awful ones. These are mostly weakness policy abusers. If you've ever played close team sheets on ladder, you know the horrible feeling of seeing some random shitter click a priority move with their partner, activating its item and allowing it to sweep through your team. One really good example is Iron Bundle's Psyspam, who uses Flip Turn to pivot out, activating both WP and Weak Armor while going into Indeedee, who sets Psychic Terrain. This turns Expanding Force into an absurd spread move capable of taking almost anything out. In Dynamax formats, this got even stronger. The increased health and new access to powerful max moves let them soar to new heights, even seeing some play at regionals. While the lack of Dynamax is nice, Terra creates a whole other gimmick to worry about, as random or even meta Terra types can spell disaster. One example is that the upper hand against Terra Normal Dragonite, which can dodge the flinch with Inner Focus and hit with +2 stab extreme speed. So how do you beat them? The first step is knowing that it's going to happen. As obvious as it sounds, the best way to avoid these kinds of gimmicks is just to pay attention. It's much more likely you'll be caught off guard if you're locked in from the beginning. In OTS formats, it gets even easier. Just read the damn team sheet. Cool, so you know it's coming. What do you do now? One of the best ways to stop these options is the move Follow Me, or really any kind of redirection. Instead of the opposing Pokemon enabling their partner, they deal minimal damage to you as your partner can focus on taking them out. Fake Out is another good way to stop yourself from getting destroyed. Almost every priority move in the game is slower than Fake Out, which gives you the opportunity to stop something in its tracks. Just be wary of Terra Ghost and Covert Cloak. Finally, even such a bulky Pokemon can do well. Get as familiar as you can with your team's defenses, as it might just be the key to victory. In conclusion, as funny and honestly annoying as these strategies are, they're legitimately threatening when played correctly and require your full attention to beat. Stay careful out there, and thank you so much for watching.